All right, good morning, guys. I'm on a whim here. I decided I'm having too much fun with this new camera. I just absolutely love it. Anyway, it's 9:12 in the morning, Saturday. Everyone's still sleeping in my house. It's glorious. And tomorrow I have a weightlifting meet. And so I was like, I really want some yogurt right now. I think it would be a good breakfast, and I'm gonna put some protein in it. And it's what I do. If you see my Substack, I have a bajillion protein yogurt ideas because I just love coming up with flavor combinations. So this idea has gotten out of hand, but I'm gonna take you on this journey with me. So I decided, I was like, I just went to the farm stand down the road and I got some strawberries, local strawberries yesterday. And I was like, let's do some like strawberry and cream yogurt, you know, but strawberry and yogurt, but like strawberries and cream, but with yogurt instead. That's making sense, right? And then I go, that's kind of boring though. What can I do with it? And so I do what I do. I just go into Google and I say, what goes with strawberries? I mean, I kind of know what goes with strawberries, but I like reading and it kind of gives me little ideas. And then I saw a big like list and it was like lemon and mint and I was like, lemon, I have lemons. Let's do that. Let's put some lemon zest in the yogurt. That sounds good. Then I go, okay, that's cool. And then I'm like, wait, I have basil. I'm like, ooh, lemon, basil, strawberry? That could be fun. Yeah. Then I went out to pick my basil and I remembered I also have mint. So then I was like, ooh, do I want to do basil or mint? I can't decide. Let's do both. So I got a little bit of both. And then I'm like, ooh, it's gonna need a little sweetness. So people are honey people, and I feel like there's two kinds of people. There's honey people and maple syrup people. I used to be a honey person, and I have now gone to the maple syrup side. So I thought I'll use a touch of maple syrup, just kind of take the tart edge off of the lemon yogurt. And then I was like, okay, but I don't want to waste the juice. Oh, I have chia seeds. Let's put some chia seeds in there, some extra nutrients. That's great. That's how my brain works with food. So I've never made this before. I generally, when I share ideas, I only ever usually make them once because that's my passion is the idea. I don't really have to like keep going with that idea until it's perfect. I kind of just like exploring. I mean, you have to eat anyway. You might as well have fun with your food. So here's what I'm gonna do with you guys. I have, this is some chia in a little bowl. I'm gonna put the lemon juice in there and let it kind of soak up a little bit with a little maple syrup. But before I do that, I'm gonna harvest the zest off this in a different bowl. And if you guys aren't using I no longer can ever throw out a lemon peel. So if I need lemon juice for a recipe and I don't know, like whatever I need it for, I will first take the zest off the lemon. And I either do it like this, or I'll just take a potato peeler and just peel it really big. And if I have no use for that, you could freeze it, I freeze it, or I just stick it in sugar and let the sugar draw out the oils and the flavor, and then I make like a simple syrup out of it, like a lemon syrup or whatever, and I can use it for cocktails, although I haven't been drinking much lately, or I'll use it for mocktails, like just like a fun, you know, if I want to sweeten a little tea or something, or use it for dessert. I just use it for all sorts of things. So don't ever throw out your lemon peels. Anyway, there's my zest. And now, what am I gonna do with this? Oh, I'm gonna go back to my chia seeds, and now I'm just gonna cut this lemon in half, and I'm not gonna waste that juice. I'm gonna take that juice and put it in with the chia and let that, I could do this probably with my little juicer, trying not to get any seeds in there. Catch the seed, let me see. And then even this, I've been reading about how you can get the pectin. I'm one of those people, I just really do enjoy, I'm not throwing them away because I'm gonna compost them. I really do enjoy trying to use all the parts of the things. I mean, we buy the things, let's use all the parts of the things. All right, I'm not gonna go crazy. Oh, I did get a seed in there. I got it. There we go. Not gonna go crazy. Just a little bit of juice. And then I'm gonna do a splash of maple just to have a little bit of sweetness in my base of my yogurt. So I'm just gonna let this sit while I do everything else, right? So this is just chia with lemon juice and a little bit of maple syrup. We're gonna put that to the side. Okay, now in my other bowl, I have the zest. And I'm going to do a big dollop of yogurt. This is gonna be my base. Right, so I should have got a spoon, but I don't, so I'm gonna use my spatula. So I don't know, I'm gonna do like a dollop of yogurt. I sometimes weigh this, I measure this, I don't. Today I'm not measuring anything. You guys, I'm tired of measuring. Okay, so that's in there with the zest of the lemon. And then I'm gonna take my basil, take some of the stems off. I might not use all of this. I don't want it like too basil forward. And take some mint. I think I can use all the mint. And I'm gonna put this in with the yogurt too, with some protein powder, because protein, I know protein's like a buzzword now, but again, I lift weights, I'm perimenopausal, I need my protein. So I'm just gonna do a nice, I'm not gonna be fancy with this, just a nice little chop. Maybe another run through. It doesn't have to be too small. And then I'm just gonna add that to the yogurt. Oh, bam. And then I'm gonna take, this is whey protein on flavored. Now, I don't generally ever buy vanilla flavored. I know it's popular. I buy chocolate for the days I don't feel like putting together flavor. But if you have vanilla, then you don't need the maple syrup. You could just use vanilla. That would be great. But I'm just gonna use a scoop of on-flavored whey, and this is isolate if you get into the big differences. And then I'm just gonna mix that together. Now, when you mix together yogurt and protein powder, at first it looks like a congealed mess. But if you keep going, I don't know what happens, but I'm going to guess that the yogurt kind of hydrates the protein molecules, and then it becomes like super smooth. It's kind of weird. It's like at first it's clumpy and gross, and you're like, what am I doing? And then all of a sudden, it's already happening. If you keep mixing, it becomes this beautiful, like smooth, let me show you. Like this, it's getting there, right? So can you see it? It gets like this beautiful, smooth texture. So in there is just protein, lemon zest. Like, I'm not a big fan of yogurt. I'm getting used to it, but I have a hard time eating yogurt all by itself. I can already taste the lemon, and it hasn't even been sitting that long. Okay, so let's see. Again, I am winging this, so bear with me. I brought a pretty bowl. Usually I make it all into one bowl, but I was like, you know what? We're doing it on camera, even though, I don't know, I didn't even brush my teeth yet. I'm gonna take this concoction of lemon, mint, basil, yogurt, and look at how smooth, like I know it doesn't look smooth because it's plopping, but it's smooth now. It's got a neat texture now. All right, we'll add, oh no, I forgot to add in, I was gonna add in the chia. See, now I'm just gonna be in the bowl, I'm gonna eat it in, and that's fine. Like, let's just go with this. I knew there was something I was like, what was I planning on doing this? Yeah, my chia. Now, it's not gonna absorb that. Actually, it did absorb a little bit. Kind of like a nice, so now let's add that in there too. Ba-bam. Here's the cool thing about recording videos. If this doesn't work out, I don't have to share it, but I still get the meal. So we're gonna mix that in. Let that sit, actually. I probably should let that sit for a couple minutes because it'll thicken with the chia. So you know what? I'm gonna hit pause. It's 9:20. I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes and we're gonna take a look at how much better this texture will be. Let's look at it now. See, it's kind of liquidy and it's not bad. It would still be yummy, but I bet you when we come back in 10, 15 minutes, it's gonna be like the chia will soak it all up and then it'll be more like I can pick it up with a spoon in a nice thick way. So let's find out. I think it's been 10 minutes. I legitimately cannot remember what time I shut it off, but I had enough time to empty the dishwasher, wipe down the counters, clean up my mess, and then I started making my strawberries into smaller bite pieces, just so I'm gonna go upstairs after this, wake the husband up and make him do the New York Times flashback quiz, because that's what we do on Saturday mornings, because we're old. Anyway, so I think if this sat longer, it would get thicker, but it's thick enough for me, and it's already it's turning into, I don't know if you can tell, like a porridge consistency almost. You know what I mean? The chia seeds are soaking everything up. If I was going to do this over again in a more convenient way, which actually I might redo this one, I would have just put all the stuff in the bowl, let it sit for a half hour, and then top, okay? I also had a brainstorm while I was gone, because I was like, I know every time I do a yogurt dish like this, I end up wanting something crunchy in there. So I keep nuts in my freezer. I know that sounds weird, but I know they go rancid, and I don't use nuts enough regularly to keep them in my pantry. So I'll buy little bags of nuts at like Aldi or something, and then I keep them on the door of my freezer so I can just use a handful here and there whenever I want, and I don't have to worry about them going rancid. I don't toast them or anything. It's just, these are frozen, well, they're not frozen anymore. They defrost in like a second. These are slivered almonds, and then walnuts, because I couldn't pick, again, kind of like the lemon and the mint, couldn't pick. So I'm gonna actually, I'm eating this, so I'm gonna use my mouth to clean that off, because I'm making this just for myself, just so I can do a nice clean scoop around the bowl, because I would like to take a picture of this. By the way, that's by itself freaking delicious. It's like summer in a bowl. It's the lemon is really popping, and then you don't taste basil and mint separately. They kind of got together and made a new flavor with the good. It's good. That's all I'm gonna say. My base is just yogurt, protein powder, a little bit of maple syrup, lemon juice, chia seeds, mint, basil. I shouldn't have said just, because that's a lot, but it's tasty. I'm then going to just take my little chopped up strawberries and stick them right in the middle to make it pretty, because I do like making my food pretty. I think it helps me stay more satisfied. Oh, I went with, yes. Okay. I went with like a lot of strawberries. I think I probably actually could put more in there, but that's fine. And then I'm gonna just sprinkle my almond on top, and maybe give my walnut a little rough chop, just so I don't have a big piece of walnut in there. And it's just crunch. If you don't have nuts, I also keep, I'm a pantry. My son told me the other day, Mom, we're definitely an ingredient household. I keep things on hand so I can do things like this with what I have, and when inspiration strikes, I guess. So I also keep grape nuts in my pantry all the time, because grape nuts, even though I don't have bowls of cereal that much anymore, but I love grape nuts with some chocolate milk, by the way. But grape nuts, it's just a handful. It had such great crunch to things like this. Anyway, there is the final, I'm gonna take a picture of it, so I'll put the picture on the video. I just took a quick picture just so I could put it on the video. Anyway, I wanted to try it with you, just to, all right, I'm gonna try to get nut, strawberry, and the base all in one nice bite. And yeah, that's how I wanted to start my Saturday morning. So, excuse me. I will do estimate nutritional value, but as you saw, I didn't measure anything. But I'm gonna guess with the yogurt, the chia, the protein, we're looking at probably at least 35 grams of protein minimum in here. And the nuts too, the nuts have a little bit, right? So awesome. And then fiber with the chia and the strawberries, nutrients. Like, I'm really into trying to create like nutritionally dense foods that taste really good. It's just, this is one for me. So anyway, thanks for joining me on the Saturday morning, and I'll see you guys next time. This whole buying a camera thing was a good idea, I think. All right, bye guys. Have a great day.